back
What
here.
is that thing?
Get off! Oh my gosh! Not cool. Not cool. You know. Hey guys. Obviously I'm by myself tonight, but I wanted to just kind of pop in for a quick little video here. Mainly because I'm all by myself tonight for the first time in I don't even know how long. My kids, the boys, are away at summer camp for Boy Scouts. Anna is at her cousin's house, and my wife had to go somewhere, so I found myself all alone. Didn't know what to do, got all antsy, so I said, let's make a quick little video here. So I just wanted to kind of pop in and say hey and talk about a couple of things. First, I want to talk about a game that I've been playing, and well, first I want to mention that unfortunately, I'm for the second month in a row and not playing the Cartridge Club game, which is Secret of Evermore. Apparently everybody's loving it, and I've been watching the forums, and I just don't have the game, and it's been such a busy month. I just haven't had time to go out and get it and try to get into it, but I'm really going to try hard to play along next month with the next game, which I think is I think it's a racing game if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I wanted to mention that I'm sorry not to be playing along again with the Cartridge Club, but the last one I played was Star Fox, which I was on the podcast for, and that was awesome. So looking forward to playing the next month of the game, the first chance I get. But I am playing A Link Between Worlds on my 3DS, which I know is not a brand new game, but I finally decided to get it because I got a gift card, I think, for Father's Day. And man, I am absolutely loving this game. It is one of the best Zelda games I think I can remember playing. It's so beautiful graphically, great sound when you play with your earphones. I mean, you hear little drips and echoes. It is just a fantastic game, and I love the game mechanic of flattening against the walls and traversing against the walls. It is just such a good game, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm sure most of you have played it at least, but if you haven't, you got to check it out. If you're a Zelda fan or Nintendo fan at all, Link Between Worlds I'm having a really good time with it. So just wanted to mention that I am playing something, but see, I can play this when I'm laying in bed at night, and I didn't have to buy it. Well, I had a gift card, but sometimes it's hard to get a hold of those Cartridge Club games sometimes if you don't have the money for them or don't have the game already. So anyway, I'll play along next month, like I said. What else here? Also, I wanted to mention that I'm thinking about doing a new series. And I wanted to pop in here and kind of get some feedback about whether you guys think it'll be interesting, whether you think it'll be something you want to watch. And I'm going to show a little kind of sneak peek of what I have in mind. So I was a big fan of drawing when I was a child and a young adult. And I have a bin down here. I'm not going to pull it up because it's too heavy, but I have hundreds and hundreds of drawings from when I was probably all the way back to age 5, if not younger, all the way through my young adulthood. And I haven't drawn in a long time because I just don't have the time for that kind of a hobby anymore. But I just thought it'd be interesting to maybe show these drawings in little snippets, maybe do a quick kind of a mini series, I guess I'll call it, where I organize them in some fashion, whether it be by time or era, or whether it be by genre. I have a lot of video game related drawings, a lot of superhero related drawings, a lot of kind of horror drawings and kind of funny doodles. So I have just an enormous amount of them. And I don't want to show them off as if I'm showing off my skills because they're not very good, but I just think it's, for me at least, it's such a neat and intimate window into the past. They're very, you can tell that they're, what's the word I'm looking for? Dated, I guess, and they're very retro because, again, some of them are Nintendo stuff and superhero stuff from the 80s and 90s. So I just thought it'd be fun to kind of show them off in little snippets and see what you guys think. Not how good they are, but just how interesting they are. So I'm going to show a couple off here just to give you an idea what I had in mind. First off, how cool is this? The old folder I had that I kept my drawings in when I was a kid. Nintendo folder. I also found this one the other day. I think I already showed it, but so I was again, big Nintendo fanboy, obviously. But so here's one example. I don't know how good they're going to look on film, but little Zelda. I probably drew most of these in school, which is why I never did very well in school because my mind was always off in another world. So I used to draw a lot of Zelda stuff. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, big superhero guy. So I used to do a lot of Batman sketches. And again, I have just hundreds of drawings. So again, this stuff isn't real, I guess, interesting, but I used to make up my own stuff, like, that's a vampire of some sort that I drew. Some of the stuff's kind of dark and scary. You go through different phases in childhood. There's a Goofy Spider-Man doodle more, but so I got that stuff. I also used to make my own comics, which this one obviously was heavily influenced by the Ninja Turtles. But I have a comic book here called the Karate Clan, which is, you know, again, obviously, I thought I was being real original, but, you know, obviously it is a Ninja Turtle knockoff, and it's got the whole, you know, I did it all freehand, dialogue boxes, and it's pretty funny. There's, you know, action scenes, and of course you got your blood and gore in there, and your machine guns, and all the staples of the comics from the early or late 80s, early 90s, whatever. I probably was, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13 when I drew this. Here's one to show my Ninja Turtle. J-Rock will like this, and so will Rambox. Sorry, Richard. Being Ninja Turtle fans, so there's that. What else? More kind of superhero sketches. I was a huge, still am, Spider-Man fan, Green Goblin there. So I'm just kind of showing you some random ones here, but here's another Spider-Man one that I decided to color with colored pencils. So, big fan of drawing. Oh, I got a poster here. I used to draw posters too. Unfortunately, this one has aged quite a bit. I'm not sure how good you can see it, but that I used to have that hanging on my wall in my bedroom. I think that's, I copied that from, I think Eric Larson was his name, one of my favorite Spider-Man artists. So, big Spider-Man fan, obviously. So anyway, again, my purpose is not to show off my drawing skills. Again, they're lacking. I just thought it'd be interesting to kind of, what an intimate way to peer back into my past, more so than toys and games and even photos to me, because, you know, this was what was inside of me, and I really expressed myself through my drawings a lot. And it's really interesting to go back for me to go back and look at some of those, especially through adolescence, and see some of the stuff that I was drawing. Kind of gives you a snapshot of what's in your mind through a certain time frame. So anyway, I just thought I'd do something like that here, and you might see a 10-minute video pop up with some of these drawings segmented out if you think it's interesting. If you don't think it's, I don't know if people are going to think that's boring or what, but just give me some feedback if you think it's a good idea. If not, just forget about it, you know. So anyway, I just wanted to really pop in and say, hey, I was kind of bored, so thanks for watching, everybody, and let me know what you think, and I'll talk to everybody soon. Take care.